Right now, the GTA housing market is caught in a severe bottleneck. Demand is surging, but new construction has ground to a frustrating standstill. A major roadblock has been the 13% harmonized sales tax, the HST. This combined federal and provincial tax gets added to the purchase price of new builds, inflating costs for buyers and making it difficult for developers to confidently launch new projects. To break this gridlock, the Ontario and federal governments are stepping in with a massive intervention, expanding the HST rebate specifically for newly built homes. The goal is to stimulate the construction sector. By lowering the tax burden, policymakers intend to create thousands of construction jobs and push the province closer to its target of building 1.5 million new homes over the next decade. This is a heavy, targeted injection of tax relief designed to shock the entire housing supply chain back into motion. The mechanics are straightforward. The policy effectively erases the entire 13% HST on a wide range of newly built properties. For an eligible buyer, that translates to a maximum immediate tax savings of $130,000. There is a catch. This relief is strictly temporary. The current proposed implementation window runs exactly 1 year, from April 1, 2026 to March 31, 2027. This tight 12-month timeline creates a high-pressure environment. It forces developers to rush their project launches to market and compels buyers to organize their financing and sign contracts before the window closes. Let's look at the math on this chart. For new homes priced up to $1 million, the full 13% HST burden dissolves entirely. That leaves the buyer with the maximum potential savings of $130,000. As the home price increases from $1 million to $1.5 million, the savings hits a ceiling. The rebate is capped at a flat $130,000 across this entire middle bracket. Once a property exceeds $1.5 million, the tax relief tapers off on a sliding scale. By the time the purchase price reaches roughly $1.85 million, the enhanced rebate disappears entirely. In practice, you won't be waiting for a separate check. Builders typically credit this rebate directly to the buyer on closing day, immediately reducing the total cash required to finalize the purchase. By structuring the tiers this way, the policy lowers the barrier to entry for the mid-market bracket, making a new build upgrade mathematically feasible for thousands. Unlike many historical housing incentives, this rebate is not fenced off only for first-time homebuyers. It is available to all eligible buyers in Ontario. Whether you are moving up to a larger family home or downsizing to a smaller unit, you can claim the relief, as long as the property will be used as a primary residence. Real estate investors can also capitalize on this. Those purchasing new units for long-term rentals qualify for the savings, provided the tenants actually use the unit as their primary residence. By opening the eligibility pool to everyday movers and property investors alike, the government is tapping into multiple streams of private capital to rapidly clear out the province's pre-construction backlog. This influx of capital will hit specific pockets of southern Ontario much harder than others, depending entirely on where the existing pre-construction inventory is located. The immediate targets for this boom are the western suburbs, Milton, Mississauga, Oakville, and Burlington. These specific markets are uniquely primed. They hold a dense concentration of pre-construction townhomes, mid-rise buildings, and condos that fall into the $700,000 to $1.2 million price range, where this rebate maximizes returns. There is a significant risk here. If buyers flood the market and demand outpaces the speed at which builders can deliver new units, base property prices could inflate, quietly swallowing up that $130,000 tax advantage. The Western GTA is effectively becoming a pressure cooker of pulled-forward demand. Capturing the true value of this tax break will require buyers to move with absolute precision and speed. Capturing these savings depends entirely on timing. To qualify, buyers and developers must finalize their financing, lock in their product selection, and sign their purchase agreements before the 12-month window closes in March 2027. There is also an opportunity to compound these savings. Qualifying first-time purchasers can layer the existing first-time homebuyer rebate on top of this new expansion, driving their federal tax burden even lower. If you are planning to purchase a newly built home in the GTA, you need to evaluate your strategy immediately and consult with professionals who understand exactly how to navigate these complex, overlapping rebate rules. This is where Team HomeX at Royal Canadian Realty Brokerage steps in.
They are specialized experts dedicated to helping buyers, sellers, and investors execute these policy changes across Milton, Mississauga, Oakville, Burlington, and the broader GTA. In a market governed by a fleeting, high-stakes tax window, relying on sharp market intelligence and a dedicated team is the only way to capture a historic $130,000 advantage before it disappears.